What's up, everyone? We're back at it again for the UTM Podcast, your go-to podcast for intellectual conversation on the subjects of music and video games. And also absolute lies. Or alternative facts.
Fake
if you
news.
prefer.
Facts.
Last month we shared our most anticipated albums and video games, and it turned out we're all looking forward to Total War Cum Swords, which is not a game.
It will be soon.
Can't wait to bosh one out with the boys.
If you don't know what that means, go check the old podcast out. It was a good one. There might be a thing to check at the bottom of this screen. I don't know if Josh is like a pro YouTube editor now, but hopefully we can get that stuff in. You reckon we could do that?
Yeah.
Okay, there's
Put
going to
an
be
annotation
things
on
at the
the thing.
bottom. There you go.
Ooh.
And probably links in the description. So go check out the first two podcasts. It was a two-parter, so check that out.
Like and comment really help us out.
Yeah, like and comment and subscribe and share
it actually
and
does.
tell me I'm a great person.
All that
Don't
good
at
stuff,
me.
Yeah. Be nice to me.
All right.
Don't share this on Reddit. I don't want to be embarrassed.
Yeah, please don't share this on Reddit. I'm not even joking there. I hate Reddit. It's shit. 4chan,
You're
mate.
going 4chan.
4chan. I'm gonna shut up.
Thank you
Mentioned them now.
Thanks for derailing my intro, guys. I really appreciate it.
That's all right. Anytime, man.
Can't wait for this bit to be cut out.
Cool.
You're going to be
All
really
right.
embarrassed when I leave that in on you.
I'm not the one who expressed support for 4chan.
Hey, man. I'm not. It's a big site. All right. It's a big website.
Yeah, it's a big world.
Lots of people. It is a big
I want
world.
to start again, legit.
Well,
Can
when
we
it's
start?
Go back to
so-
your
Nah,
box, boy.
We've gone too far, mate. We've gone too far with this. We just got to.
Please continue, Nathan.
Thanks, Josh. Appreciate that. Jesus fucking Christ, you guys. All right. My name is Nathan, aka Young Trashman, aka Little Lizard Boy, and I'm joined by these fucking idiots who I hate. Apart from Josh. Josh is cool. He's nice to
Sick.
me. Hey,
Nice.
Josh, aka Arms Keijo Ambassador, aka the only person who cares about arms. How you doing?
I'm suspended by that, but
Yeah, I was about to say, you best chill, Nathan, or are you about to catch these
catch
arms?
those arms.
Sick. We've also got Connor, aka Conman, aka #1 freestyler and artist. How are you doing, and why did you give yourself that name?
Because I am a sick artist and art is rapping, so why not?
That's true.
That
now
sentence
it's
was a monumental fuck up.
And also, I have a graze on my face.
Oh man, I
what-
can't
what
wait
a
for
bar.
Connor's debut album. It was written.
We've also got Rich, aka
Yeah.
Spirit of Otter, aka Recovered Waifuizer, and as you can
indeed,
tell,
yeah.
he's fresh out of rehab after continuously calling Pharmacon his waifu on the last podcast.
Hey, man. She's good. I have just the one waifu now.
You
Yeah.
almost said something real bad.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. You thought I said something real bad, but I didn't. I'm reformed now.
How's life now? You've stopped being terrible.
Very shit, to be honest. Sad, depressing. If you can't call anyone and everyone your waifu, what's the point in life, really? It's been difficult.
Jesus Christ. All right. Last but not least, I should probably put this guy first from now because I keep fucking forgetting him. It's Joe, aka Backwards Alter, aka the Korean Don. You went to Korea instead of Japan this time, so slight switch up. How you doing?
Yeah, stocks are up.
What? Stocks are up?
Stocks are up. They ain't got anything else to
Sweet.
say.
Damn, in
Sick.
the face of Brexit and Trump, that's...
That's a positivity podcast.
You're welcome. Clams are down.
Oh,
All right,
well.
so in this month's podcast, we're going to be talking about a few things, including Future. Just dropped 2 albums. Is he being too extra? Has his output got worse? Did we manage to get through his self-titled album all the way through?
And the next.
Yeah.
hard-hitting questions there.
We'll also be talking about game developer musician crossovers. We'd like to see after the internet found a Dreamcast signed by Fred Durst in what is possibly the most horrific cross promotion ever.
Oh.
Apart from maybe like Mountain Dew and Doritos. You remember that? That was terrible.
I mean,
I thought that was pretty cool, man.
that
It
doesn't
had
forget.
that's
Master
a
Chief
good
on it.
marketing move.
What about
Yeah.
Jesus,
Doritos
alright.
and Taco Bell?
Fucking pro gamers over here.
I'll just say after that, I bet stocks were up after that.
Stocks are down.
Stocks are down. It was called fucking like Doritos Gate or some shit, wasn't it?
What? Well,
It was like it was a cross promotion thing, and then some website were like, buy Mountain Dew and Doritos and you get XP on Call of Duty, and everyone was like, this is stupid.
I
I
don't
do
know
remember
what
that
all these
now,
gates are doing, but I don't want to walk through them.
No, I'm alright without these gates.
What gates? I've lost. Oh, what happened?
Walls were put
Mate.
up not to be torn down.
Yeah, man.
I would like
Alright,
to
we'll be
apologise for that, Jake.
talking. Apologise for interrupting me, mate. That's what you should do.
Yeah, fucking
Jesus
horrible
fucking
fucks, man.
Christ. We're also going to be discussing downloadable content. Does DLC need some TLC?
Ooh.
Makes you think.
Mm.
Breath of the
to think
Wild's
about.
launching with like an £18 season pass or some shit, and people are mad, so we'll be discussing our opinions on DLC.
Bet it's only 20 quid.
What? What is?
The season pass.
It's 18, isn't it?
He just said that it was 18
Oh, I thought you said
pounds.
80. I was like, oh.
no,
crikey.
it's like 17.99.
Nintendo have lost the plot.
Wait.
Yeah, that's like EA.
Yeah, I was gonna say first milking cows in a game, and then this.
Lon
Oh,
Lon
that
milk,
sounds
sweet Lon Lon
awful.
milk. All right. First off though, I'm gonna talk about where I've been and what I've been up to.
Where have you
it's
been
a-
and what have you been up to, Nathan?
Mate, it's a fucking mouthful. I went to the Final Fantasy XIV fan festival in Frankfurt Festhalle.
You've said that
Sick.
about 100
I've said,
times.
you know what?
You've said that a million times, haven't you?
Yeah. I've said it to like everyone. Where you been? Oh, just Final Fantasy XIV fan festival in Frankfurt Festhalle. Yeah, nothing special. Yeah, it was it was sick.
I thought
So-
you met a Japanese man.
Yes, I did. Nobuo Uematsu, the composer
Legendary
of a lot
man.
of
Oh, man.
legendary composer of Final Fantasy music. And he was super nice, super polite. He said thank you for coming in English, and I said thank you in Japanese, and that was a nice little exchange. I felt all warm inside after that. We got him to sign a book, which was cool. I was gonna get him to sign like my Final Fantasy VIII like manual thing, but I don't know. I thought it was kind of lame, so I just got him to sign a little like diary thing instead.
Well, you got him to sign The Hobbit.
Huh?
Got him to sign The Hobbit.
Yeah.
Got to send the Hobbit like
You would have done a
DVD.
better job than Peter Jackson anyway.
Love you, Nobuo. But yeah, that was probably a highlight because I love that guy's music. He's a fucking god
He is very
in
good.
my eyes. But yeah, like the whole thing was so surreal though, because like there's so many like it's weird because when you play in the game, you see loads of people around like on the game, and you're thinking, oh, there's just fucking pixels on a screen. You know what I mean? But you get there and there's real people,
Mm.
and they're all there because they love the same shit. But then it's disappointing because you realize they're all like nerds and they're all lame and they stink. You know what I mean? And they're all they're all talking about like lame shit. Like there's one raid, like one of the latest raids. There's like a certain mechanic that you can skip, but like it's kind of hard. Everyone's like, "Oh, you skip this mechanic or don't talk to me. I'm not going to talk to anyone that doesn't skip this mechanic." I've been like proper elitist about it, like in
Fucking
real
hell.
life, and it's kind of weird. But I mean, it was cool. I met some people from my free company, like essentially a guild, and they were cool. It was nice to meet them.
Did you meet your
Yeah.
tribe?
My tribe. I got loads of cool shit as well, like merch. I got Moogle slippers. I got a Moogle plush. I got a big book about the game as well. Yeah, it was great. And there was one guy, right? He's only just started, I think. He's not long been on the art team, and like he came out to like did like live art demonstration throughout the 2 days, like in a corner, and he came on stage like on the last day, and like they showed his progression through the art, and everyone was like going mad for it and clapping.
Damn.
And yeah, and like they had translators on the stage and whatnot, and his name's Mogi, and he was like, "Oh, I'm I'm pretty sure you're just all like really hyped because there's a like a concert afterwards, like they play like music and shit. And everyone was like, no, like everyone was, and he was like, oh, you love my art then, and everyone was going crazy for it because like, and it's because you put so much effort in like over the 2 days, and it looked fucking like insanely good, and that was like proper motivation for me. I was like, damn, like he's killing it, and everyone's loving it. And he was like, "Oh, thanks everyone. Like you've made me feel really good. I'm gonna go back to Japan and work really hard at this now." And I was like, "Damn, that's real heartwarming. I love it."
Yeah.
But yeah, it was cool as hell. Like, I know it's like a nerdy thing to do, but I don't know. I'm happy I did it, and it's not gonna be out for like it's not gonna happen for another like 2 years. So.
Oh crap! Will it still be going 2 years time?
Yeah. I mean.
Wasn't it 12 was going until recently?
11.
11.
Yeah.
Whatever, same thing.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
It's not, Joe.
No, it's not.
No.
It was 13.2.89.
There we go.
That's
That's
Kingdom
Kingdom
Hearts,
Hearts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Doesn't one of
it
them
was
have
sick.
like a third in the title?
What?
That was Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, one of the king. Yeah, we just established this.
Yeah.
Oh well, Final Fantasy. Woo!
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys have been to like conventions or anything like that, but
No, I'm fucking
this
cool.
one was kind of spacious and it wasn't like sweaty and stuff, which I'm guessing they usually are.
I went to Eurogamer, if that counts.
Yeah,
That's a
that
convention.
counts.
It was
Probably one of the better ones
yeah.
to go to.
Some people were a bit stinky. I met Eric from Mega 64 there briefly.
Eric.
Wow.
Shifty Eric and his slow runs.
Wait, is that the one that shouts from behind the computer on the
podcast? Yes.
Yeah, okay. I know who that guy is.
Shifty Eric.
Yeah, I mean, it's a weird thing for me because I don't really like being in big crowds and around a load of people, but when it's something like that I was really into, it was cool.
Yeah.
Do you want to ask me a question, Rich, or was that a
Oh
joke?
yeah, I had loads of questions. Did
okay.
you see any IRL marriages of people? Because they have like marriages.
Yeah,
in Final
yeah.
Fantasy. Was there like?
There was. Oh my god!
Had
well, I
they
didn't
met,
see
like,
it,
in,
but
yeah.
Well, no, I don't know where they met, but like on Facebook, there's a Final Fantasy group and whatnot, and there's at the actual festival, there was like a green screen where you could take pictures and whatnot. These two guys, like, they were taking the picture and whatnot, and like I wasn't there at the time. Apparently, it happened like when we weren't there. But like one of them proposed to his boyfriend, and like they posted the pictures like of him proposing on the Final Fantasy like the group, and it was fucking adorable. Like they were crying, everyone was like congratulating them and shit. Like it was beautiful.
That stuff's cool.
Final Fantasy brings people together.
Yeah, it does.
That's
I
great.
hate people would dig
That's,
down.
that's
things
a
like
really
that.
nice. That's a really nice. And also, were there any IRL raids?
Yeah, there was.
What is
Oh, do you
IRL?
mean like IRL? Like
Like,
Like,
actually
were there
LARPing.
people actually running around doing raids physically?
no.
in a convention?
No, they had like PCs and PS4s set up.
Oh, cool.
But like to do like a new raid, which we did,
Ah.
and I fucking
Cool.
died because I was playing on a PC and I have no idea how to do that shit.
Oh shit. You
Yeah.
not get the couldn't get the WASD thing down.
Well, no. They gave me a pad, but like it works kind of differently. So
Oh,
yeah,
really?
I fucked up like once, but we cleared it, so it was good. But yeah, no one was running around. There were mini games though that are in the actual game. Like one of them was a basketball thing, and I was wearing my Bulls jersey at the time. Walked up, this guy was like, "Oh, you're gonna get 5 out of 5 because you got the jersey on." I was like, "Oh shit, pressure!" Like, and I was like, "Okay, right, I've got to do this now." And like, so I picked up the ball, like first shot, and I swish, beautiful. And then he was like, "Oh, so you like the Chicago Bulls?" I was like, yeah." Like, concentrate on my second shot, swish again. And he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm a big fan of the Cavs, like, and my brother." And he just kept talking to me about his fucking opinions on basketball, and I was like, "Excuse me, I'm trying to like not
Connor,
fail at this fucking thing."
Connor, your microphone works, mate.
So what
Was that Connor?
just
It's
tap
like-
it away. Like,
it wasn't me. It wasn't me for once. But yeah, did you win
What?
at it? Nathan?
I got 4 out of 5 because on the last
Sweet.
one, what are you doing?
He's banging his microphone against something.
Jesus fucking Christ. Holy
Maybe he's been
Connor.
kidnapped.
Wait, could you actually hear me then?
Oh, Jesus.
Quite a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Let's switch
Did you get like a prize or anything or?
Yeah, no, so they had like a stamp thing, like, and if you went around doing all the mini games, you got all the stamps and you got some like free shit for it. I got a key ring and some other shit. But yeah, missed the last shot because he kept talking to me about his fucking brother. I was pissed off. But yeah,
That was on
it
purpose.
was good.
He's trying to play you, mate. He's trying to fucking do that. Like, yeah, he's just trying to do you.
Putting me off the shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like
I reckon they were betting on you.
Oh, look at this guy, the balls.
There's like a whole like sort of seedy subculture sort of rises up around these kind of like Final Fantasy conventions, around the mini games. Seedy betting culture.
The people that would run it were just like random people. They weren't like Final Fantasy people at all. So they were just stamping and saying, "Fuck yeah, go on, do one."
Exactly. Yeah, they were fucking sharks,
kinda...
mate. The worst kind of people.
Connor, what are you doing?
What?
Just tapping really
What's it
loudly.
clacking?
Yeah, what
Sorry.
the fuck are you doing?
I'm sorry now.
Fuck me. Yeah. So yeah, that was cool. Enjoyed that. That's where I've been, and it was nice to have some time off as well. Because mate, I'm getting fucking tired of this shit. Working them. It's you know when you get them real nice breaks. That was the perfect one.
Oh, bro.
Nice.
Are we going to talk about where everyone else was?
You all were doing the same shit you always do, and you need to sort out your mic before you come back. You sound like a shit robot that was made in the 80s. Okay, so Future. We all good to talk about Future? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you released two
No.
albums.
You did. In how long? What was the space? Like, what was the time
It was
frame?
like a
well,
week
it
or
was just
something.
1 week removed. Yeah,
1 week. Jesus fucking Christ. So did everyone listen to both albums?
Mostly,
yes.
Yes.
I even listened to the second one twice.
Wow.
Joe?
Wow.
Did you listen
I
to
listened
both?
to
Incredible.
I listened to the first one, but then got really bored before it finished.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
That happened.
Yeah, I
you
think
know
it's
what?
safe to say that we all think Future is boring. Not
I thought,
the album, not the artist.
Do you know what?
Well,
He walked
kind of-
into that one.
Mask off. Fucking mask off.
Mask Off is a banger, and that's
Mask Off
on.
is tight.
That's in rotation for me right
That's
now.
the flutey one, isn't it?
That's what?
That's the one with the flutes, isn't it?
Yeah, the one with the flutes. That's the thing.
Yes.
Like, who produced that?
That was Metro Boomin, wasn't it?
That's Metro Boomin. Yeah. So like, I feel like a lot of the tracks on Future, like the self-titled, the first album that you released this week or last week, whatever. Like, it was kind of samey, like beats wise, like all the way through. Like there wasn't anything that was like any. It was just trap. But like Mask Off was kind of like, oh shit, there's some flutes in here. That's different. I don't
Yeah.
know if it's that good a song or if I'm just excited about flutes
I mean,
on an album that's
Flutes
full
are
of,
fucking
like
sick.
the same.
nah,
yeah.
I think it's just great flutes.
You know what? Flutes, more flutes than 2017. I think we can
Fluture.
all get behind that.
There's,
Flute.
Pretty sure
You've
there's
got
a
that one
flute
for
song
free
on
now,
Culture.
Future.
Nobody's safe.
But yeah, like that. What was the other one that I like? POA.
Hendrix.
Power of
is
Attorney
good.
was
Oh, I
good.
thought you talked about the other album.
Yeah.
No. The other song on Future that was actually semi-decent.
I honestly forgot all the other songs.
Yeah, I vaguely remember maybe liking POA, but
POA is the track before Mask Off, which
With
is
the
great because I
pianos
can
and shit.
play that one, and then it goes into Mask Off, and then when it goes into the next one, I can just turn off. You know what I mean?
I think Draco is
Yeah.
good as well. I think Draco is kind of like a very typical Future banger, but it's better
Yeah,
than all
yeah,
the
yeah.
other songs on the album.
I like the
Yeah.
what was the skit at the end of either Zoom or Good Dope? I like that skit. It was
I
fun.
don't
Like-
have
There
any
was-
skits at all.
There was the skit on the end
Ah.
of Zoom, which
That was the one. Yeah.
was clearly like dicking on Designer, because like at the end it was like it was like a fake like radio show call in, and it was like, oh, whoever
Yeah.
calls in gets a record deal, and he was like the caller was just making like good noises, like he was essentially designer. So it was like 9-year record deal, like 9 album, blah, blah, blah. And then but it was like it was kind of funny, but at the same time it felt like
Very petty.
like old dads that get mad at new music. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is
How
ironic.
dare you?
Which is ironic
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
from Future. Like,
Well,
thinking
no,
about
it's kind of understandable because Designer's pretty much a Future clone, like in the grand scheme of things. Like on a, do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Designer's his
Definitely
own.
Panda.
I think at
Yeah.
this
He's
point,
his own person. He's his own person, definitely. And I rate Designer way like now. I enjoy Designer more than Future, but he's not doing anything like massively different, is he?
I wouldn't say great designer more considering his last song, Outlaw.
He has 2 songs, Designer, let's be honest.
Yeah,
Future
but
has,
he's
like-
more like but he's like him as a person, even just like that. His whole vibe and what he does, like New English was good. No. No?
New English was about as good as
This how we
Future is.
disagree.
But
And-
anyway, I can enjoy Designer more than Future. So, but I understand Future getting mad, obviously, because you remember that video where like Future's in a club and Panda comes on and he looks around to see like is this me? Like that was a classic
Yeah.
moment, you know what I mean? But I don't know,
think-
Future's kind of getting samey and a bit
Yeah.
boring.
I
for me
think the
now.
problem is because there's such like a surplus of like Future clones right now, it's getting hard to distinguish Future from the clones.
Yeah, true.
Like-
Maybe it's not his
Yeah.
own fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I
it's
think I
probably
pointed this
think-
out,
yeah.
but like not that long ago, when you would type Future, one of the first results would be Future Panda, like as a predicted Google search.
Oh my god, no way.
Yeah.
I think
That's
it-
bad. That's like
just-
old LimeWire shit, innit?
Yeah.
Like Limp
Yeah.
Bizkit in the end, or whatever it was.
Well, I remember when the
Quality.
the Life of Pablo like live stream was happening. I can't remember, one of the publications tweeted and they said, "Here's the next song featuring Future," and I was like, I don't think that's Future
Is it?
actually.
Is
Oh,
it?
yeah, I know
Well-
that was I shouldn't mention it. A publication made for millennial males. Let's just say that.
No.
Well,
Uh,
to
UTM.
let's be honest,
Yeah.
Just
when
kidding.
that-
We're for everyone.
Future's second appearance on it, I don't remember which one it is. I think it's on Freestyle or whatever it is, that track.
Future's not on it.
No,
Oh, is it?
Designer, whatever, same
sorry.
thing.
Damn, I was ready to
Designer's
call
second
you
appearance
out.
on it. Everyone thought it was Future for a short amount of time.
Yeah. To be fair, I thought Panda was Future at first because I didn't know who the fuck Designer
Like
was.
I knew Panda was a different song, but when he appeared on when Designer appeared on Freestyle, I genuinely thought it was Future for a short amount of time.
I knew
Yeah,
Panda
very
because
similar.
I was like, oh, I've seen that song on Pigeons and Planes a couple of months
Oh.
before.
No, you're supposed to say publication for millennial males.
That's not the right one. You're
I did
getting
not
your
think that
P's
about
mixed up,
Pigeons
mate.
Planes, sorry.
Yeah, but
But
I think right, okay, so I can't really fucking speak at all, but I'm gonna anyway because that's what I do. So I skimmed through Hendrix like real quick, literally before this fucking podcast, like 20-second mark, 40-second mark, 1 minute 20. I was like, yeah, okay, I get the gist of it.
Mm.
Right, I skimmed through it, but that sounded in my very, very brief moments. If one of you could confirm, that would be great. But it sounds it sounds more of an album, like a
Yeah.
proper album.
It's
Yeah, I'd
much
agree with
more
that.
melodic.
I would say
Okay, good. My skills of deducing at 20-second intervals is great. Can confirm that now.
Right, to be honest, like the thing with that album was, if I know there's all the bullshit with like, oh well, we've kind of got to make an album fucking 17 tracks long for money or whatever, but like it started off
Is that
really
a thing?
slow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now it is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
17 tracks? I don't want 17 tracks. I ain't
Nobody
gonna pay for
does-
17
well,
tracks.
But
I pay for
that's-
10.
that's why
Yeah,
you
that's
fucking
the
stream
thing.
them for free.
Yeah.
17 tracks is
but
what
like-
you'll get
Yeah,
now.
clearly I'm not paying for any music. Come on.
Yeah, when's Future gonna make the disintegration loops?
But the
That's essentially what I'm asking for. Come on.
but the thing is, like, if that album had been condensed down into like maybe 9-10 tracks, that would have been a really good album.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like,
Yeah.
it was
I
just
thi- I
a lot
think-
of.
It was just
Filler.
a lot of so much fucking filler.
To be
with the
fair,
fucking
Hendrix
weekend fucking track.
isn't-
That was the track with Rihanna was actually quite good.
Oh,
I
yeah.
quite liked it.
The
I felt
Rihanna
really
track
sad.
is
Maybe just
boring.
some-
Rihanna
really
track
sad
is Stand
when
By
I-
Me for millennials.
Eh, well, I
Hey.
guess it is.
That's now a banger because it was on Final Fantasy 15. So
There you go.
Yeah,
Also-
the Rihanna track is kind of when it just falls apart, though.
It's new
It's only
Illuminati
three
that
tracks
it
to the
falls
end.
apart.
No,
That's a bad
I mean,
song.
about what I
Yeah,
found
well,
was
the last three
after
tracks suck.
Never Miss a Lost, the album was actually pretty good, but the first half of it was
Ah.
just like, why this didn't need to be here.
You didn't like the
right,
first
you've
half?
got the opposite.
Wow.
Rich, you're going backwards on all this.
Well, no,
Yeah.
no,
No,
no. I
that's
understand
just
why
my-
he
good.
feels that way
That's-
because I
that's
do
just
think
my
that the
opinion,
album
yeah.
has like a split where it just changes a little bit in the middle.
And the
Mm.
thing, what I found was the first half
Yeah.
of it was just wasn't strong at all. I really didn't.
I
it was
really
really
like
I
the
was
slow.
first
completely
half.
opposite.
I
Yeah,
didn't like
To
it.
be
Yeah.
honest, I
But-
thought he was
but I
coming
preferred
out
the
strong
second
on the
half.
first half.
I think it drags in the middle.
Way.
What
But
I
I'm
found
probably the only person who thinks that.
what I liked about the second
No.
half was he was actually doing something slightly more different and it was a bit sadder, I guess.
Oh yeah, it's a lot more like, introspective.
Yeah.
Especially like
exactly.
Sorry, the last track where he's talking about how he
Yeah,
sold
no,
crack to a
Sorry
pregnant
was
woman
actually
or something.
half decent. Like, that was-
Jeez, well, I missed that in my 20-second intervals.
Well, that song's like 7
Isn't that
minutes.
track, like, 8
long,
minutes
Yeah.
Oh,
long?
okay. I think I must have skipped it.
Yeah,
I
it's
think the
last
thing
one.
is though, like just his formula is just a bit. It doesn't really stretch over 17 tracks at all. It doesn't.
I
it
mean-
really, why did he need to do 2 albums? I mean, he could have even taken the best bits of all of those 2 albums and just put them into one album.
I think he
And it
should have
would've been
released one 20-track album, just the 10 tracks from each.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah,
Possibly,
but
yeah.
to listen to all 20 in one sitting would have been a bit long
Yeah.
anyway.
Well, he was going for the duality kind of thing, where like Future was like, this is what people think Future is, you know, the trap
Yeah,
rapper
yeah.
that raps about drugs
Yeah.
and stuff like that, and then like Hendrix is obviously like the more introspective and like I'm
I
not just
definitely
all
sort
about
of read
drugs.
a certain like sort of duality in it, but
Hendrix feels like not too much of like a musical shift, but it does feel like he's going a few places with this
Mm.
kind of music on it.
Yeah,
Well,
feel like a
didn't
lot
he
of
say
songs
that
have
this
their
was
own
what his
identity.
like major label debut? What Honest was kind of supposed to be.
Supposed to
Well, not his
be, yeah.
debut. It was like his breakthrough.
yeah, well, breakthrough.
Well, it was supposed to be his
Yeah.
breakthrough. Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking at my notes and one of them is, this should have ended at 10 tracks.
yeah,
All in caps.
Oh,
yeah.
Also,
think-
another one is more trap flutes like Terminator and this.
I can't wait for the vinyl version of it with a locked groove of Mask Off.
Hey, come on.
well, have
That's
you...
a Godspeed You thing. Leave
That
it
would be
alone.
great though. Imagine that. Just that.
Yeah,
that,
I would like the flute.
that flute
Flute loop.
Flute loops. Flute
Tasty.
loops.
mate.
um, there's rumors that there's a third one dropping this Friday.
No,
Why?
Oh, come on, I can't handle that.
I
Right.
really like
What if
Hendrix,
the
but
third one was just like him over like music concrete?
Oh, God.
That'd be
What-
great.
Really out of the box.
I think
Because
it
it's
would
like
work.
he went like just straight trap, and then he did more melodic, more emotional. What's he gonna do for a third one?
what if the third one is just Designer's
everything
debut
up.
album?
There's not going to be a third one.
It's an
Where did you
hour
find that
long.
rumor?
It was on Twitter somewhere. Someone posted
I
about it.
don't think so because it's
Oh,
few-
trustworthy Twitter.
Well, there's a song with featuring Chance the Rapper that they were playing in like the studio, and Chance was there, and that's not on the album. So, like,
Oh.
that's
Maybe
another
Chance
thing.
stole it for his next album.
maybe.
Why is there no features besides Rihanna and
There
Weeknd
was
on
another
these
one.
albums?
Oh, yeah, it was the
Well,
weekend.
The self-titled one was definitely him trying to be like, oh, I did it with no features.
Yeah, but
That's,
with
yeah.
music like that, you need features to at least make it exciting.
I don't
and-
think you need features. You just need good fucking beats. Like,
Yeah, I
yeah,
honestly
that's all
think
you need.
the biggest problem with that album is the beats because it's all South
Yeah, yeah.
Side for the most part, isn't it?
Southside mostly, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like Southside is a good producer, but if you put just like 10 Southside producers on 10 Southside productions on an album,
It's
It-
going to get boring.
Yeah, I
It
but
think
just
that's the
gets
same with
boring after a
anyone,
while.
isn't it? Really.
I thought the last two
Well,
tracks
yeah.
were a bit different from the
Last
rest
two
of it,
tracks is
not
Beethoven.
boring.
I think it's
Yeah, no, that's
dependent
what I
on
was
the
gonna say,
producer
it's
though, because
Beethoven.
there's some producers who can make it, work. Like,
Yeah.
that long.
Especially with Beethoven, even with his beats are boring. Some people.
Beethoven's cool.
Yeah.
That's what
Where's
I've gotta
Beast
say.
Mode 16? That's not Beast Mode 16 anymore, obviously, because it didn't come out last year.
I want to hear Future go over to some like weirder stuff because I know he has the capability for it.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
yeah.
I don't, Willie, can you see it happening though?
Well,
I can't.
I mean, that track. What was it? That really long track he's on with Travis Scott.
3500.
3500.
Yeah, the beat. I think the beat to that's quite
Yeah.
strange in comparison to a lot of the other
He's
stuff.
been on like songs like Coding Crazy and like Fly Shit Only off of Evil. Like he's been on like different kind of beats that aren't just like the general like trap stuff, like more
That's kind of
expansive
where-
and weirder
Yeah, yeah.
ones.
That's where Future does well at the moment. Like overdone the trap, like normal trap stuff.
Well, that's the
Mm.
reason why so many people latch onto songs like Mask Off and Cody and Crazy, because they have these beats that are just, they're a little bit weird and, they're easy
Yeah.
to remember because they've got a cool melody going on and something. And Future does
Yeah.
a really good job of sitting atop it.
I guess this proves my theory of trap is either really boring or really exciting.
I still think that Gucci Mane is really good at being in between.
Okay, Gucci Mane is
But Gucci Mane is
Gucci
an
Mane's-
outlier.
Gucci Mane is special.
Protect Gucci Mane at all costs.
Yeah,
So,
do that one in 2017.
Also, he doesn't release albums that are like 17 tracks long.
But he does release a fucking lot of
Ooh.
albums, so he may
He
as
does
well.
release a lot of albums, but you get a breather, so...
Isn't that just because like he's not really with a big record label though? I mean, he probably would if he was.
I can't remember
Um,
what record label he's with. But, I
don't
mean,
know.
No, I don't
he's
know either.
he's one of those people... all of his releases are just digital only anyway, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, his albums were pretty good.
So what's the final verdict for everyone on the first Future album and the second Future album?
Well, I'm feeling a strong 4. Uh, No, I think Future, not good.
First and second? Oh, you mean the
Hendrix-
Future the album? Okay.
Future,
I'm
yeah,
getting
Future
confused.
the album, like Future Self-Titled, not good. Hendrix, good.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I would say Hendrix is probably the most enjoyable album for quite a while.
But it was kind of
Yeah.
it was kind of interesting to listen to, even if we disagree about where it got good. But there was, do you know what I mean? It was varied in sound. I think
Yeah.
that
I
was-
can't remember the last time I enjoyed a Future album. I thought I enjoyed Evo, but then I listened and I was
Dirty
like,
Sprite 2,
"Wait,
mate.
this is
That
not-"
was the
yeah,
last
probably
one.
probably
Evil
Dirty
only
Sprite
has
too.
2 good tracks, and they're both at the end of the
Yeah.
album. So you just, you finish the album, and you're like, oh, that was
That was
really
a-
good because it ends on a high.
Yeah.
At least he puts the good tracks together. Future,
Yeah.
Nice like that.
Yeah, POA, Mask Off, the ones at the end of yeah.
Well, I can see myself listening to Hendrix again. Don't think I'll ever revisit Future except for like Mask Off, which I'll
Mask
probably
Off,
just put in
yeah.
a playlist instead.
You could
because-
take like the
Yeah,
last
yeah,
5
do
songs
that.
off of Hendrix and slap 4 on or so from Future, and then you got a good album.
Yeah, maybe we should make like a bootleg kind of fan made
Ooh.
album that's way
yeah, we just call it Future
What?
Hendrix.
What if that's his idea all along? You make the album you
He
want.
just wanted the fans to get involved.
esoteric as fuck.
That's pretty deep, man.
Bring your own beats.
Bring your own bars as well.
All
Here's-
right.
Sort of make
Here's
your own
bars,
music.
give them beats.
Stop piggybacking off my music.
So general consensus: Future not great. Hendrix pretty good.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. The next thing we will be talking about is game developers and musician crossovers
Oh yeah.
because of this fucking Fred Durst Dreamcast thing that came out of fucking nowhere.
Jesus
What?
That
Christ.
is a tenuous connection.
Like the thing, right? I saw. I think it was Josh that posted it. Like that said something about it, and I was like, oh damn, that's weird.
the fabled
but-
Durst cast.
You've
Durst.
actually.
This has been a thing. Like for years, people have talked about this online. The Durst
Wow.
cast.
I've never come across it.
It's a
Josh,
really weird thing.
You explain what the fuck it is
Right.
for everyone.
Yeah. So I was perusing Twitter, I saw a GameSpot article being like, "Oh, you can buy this Fred Durst signed Dreamcast from 1999." So it's like it was back from when obviously Limp Bizkit were in their prime, just
And
before
Sega still released
Hot Chocolate
consoles.
and yeah,
Very
and
good.
stuff.
Hot
whatever.
chocolate.
Hot Chocolate, just before Hot Chocolate came out. And yeah, but yeah, so he'd signed like 6 of these Dreamcasts because Sega actually sponsored. Oh wait, no, hold on a minute. It's Sega, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sega did the
I just,
Dreamcast.
fucked up. I was like, oh no, what? It's the wrong developers. But yeah, they sponsored the tour for
Yeah.
chocolate starfish and hot dog flavored water.
Because of course they did.
Yeah, because they were trying to promote SegaNet, which was like their online kind of thing. And I found this.
Which- Does anyone know about that?
No.
That
Anyone-
was
anyone
I
know?
do because that was the first console
first of it, yeah.
online gaming.
Online, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Is
I,
this why Sega don't release consoles anymore? They just got totally the wrong audience.
They
Well,
just run
yeah,
great franchises.
Carry on,
funny you
carry
speak
on.
about audience because there's a quote from Sega's then vice president of marketing, Julian Miller, who said, "Limp Bizkit fans are parallel with our core audience of online gamers. This tour is a key component in our crusade to ensure SegaNet is everywhere our target consumer is." And I find this quite funny because you like took it 5-10 years later and said this from like Microsoft's perspective, it'd probably be exactly the same thing. Like
Yeah.
like Limp Bizkit fans and Xbox.
Well,
But,
don't you remember there was this
hand in
time
hand.
where someone found Fred Durst on like a live stream or something, just playing Call of Duty, and he had like
What?
he only had like
No.
20 followers on there,
Oh
and then
my
all of a
God,
sudden
no.
loads of people found it.
I
You
feel
know
like
what I would like? Talking of Xboxes and Fred Durst, I want an Xbox with Fred Durst's face on it, so I can play Halo like it's 2002 and I'm 8 again, and sort of everything sort of
But
makes
why
sense.
would you not have the lead singer of Breaking Benjamin? Because they actually did a song for Halo.
Mate, I found out about
Ruby
Breaking Bad
Lee.
because someone made a music video in Half-Life 2 to one of their songs.
Oh my god, the best were RuneScape music videos with
Oh, God.
Breaking
Oh, yeah.
Benjamin over the
I
top.
found
They were
out.
my
I found so
favourite.
many. I found out about so much music through RuneScape videos. Actually, we should do a feature on
crazy.
the monitors about it.
Oh, I think I just came up with a pitch idea.
Alright.
Alright. Top 10 music videos made in video games.
But anyway, someone had obviously had this Dreamcast. They put it up on eBay for $700, and nobody bought it.
Is it ended?
Yeah,
Okay.
the auction ended and nobody bought it.
Might want to lower your price.
what,
A little
what
bit.
what kind of people are Limp Bizkit fans?
Oh, well, if you go to upthemonitors.net, you will find out on our videos page. We
Like 2 years
interviewed
ago.
some Limp Bizkit fans with our good
Oh,
buddy
yeah.
James,
At a
who's in
Limp Bizkit
Thailand
show.
currently.
Unfortunately, I could not be there because I was attending said Limp Bizkit concert.
Were you?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you
Wait,
remember
how did we
caught
not
him
see you
going
in the... Did we?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
didn't
interviewed.
film
Oh, I
it.
We
think
interviewed
going in
Josh.
as we...
No,
we
you didn't interview
Did
me.
we not?
Don't talk
Oh.
shit.
I thought we did.
He was going in as we sort of like arrived. I
Well,
think.
maybe we talked to
Probably,
him or
yeah.
something. I don't know. I don't remember.
No,
It
we
was
didn't.
like
We talked
3
to-
years
we
ago.
talked to the old audio
Oh,
edit
God.
team.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was at the
yeah.
front of the queue because I was at front for that show, and I got to see Fred Durst eat shit, which was really good.
Did he literally...
He literally
Like-
tried. He like, I don't know what he was doing, but he just fell in the gap between the stage
Oh
and the
my
barrier.
God.
Oh, I thought you meant he legit ate poo on stage.
No, no,
That was
no.
Oh
weird.
no, I said literally, but I meant like literally
Taking
in
hot
terms
chocolate
of
to a
falling
new
down.
level.
Limp
Oh.
Bizkit is some performance art.
But this is kind of got us thinking about other game developer musician like crossovers.
Mm.
Has anyone like thought of some shit that is cool or remember some shit that was cool?
Do you remember Trent Reznor did the soundtrack for like Quake?
What?
That
Yeah,
sounds
and there
like
was, like-
something
Oh,
that
yeah.
happened.
The Nine Inch Nails logo appeared in Quake as well.
Damn.
That's crazy. He did. What else did he do
Well, he did-
recently?
Well, he
Oh, no,
does
he was-
film
he was in the-
soundtracks now, doesn't he?
Yeah, but I was thinking he was in the cast for Twin Peaks, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. I went over that again recently and still got excited by Michael Cera.
That
Yeah,
I feel
I
like
can't
that
wait
is the
for
most
Michael
exciting
Cera.
prospect there.
Yeah.
I bet he's Andy and what's her face's
Mhm.
son,
Oh,
What?
Lucy.
Lucy.
Here's an here's an idea for the musician
Guaranteed.
thing. Then
All right.
David Lynch makes a game.
Ooh.
Uh,
So where's the music come from then?
Sega.
It comes from David Lynch,
Oh,
I'm guessing.
Sick.
Just
Maybe-
David Lynch
maybe-
talking
maybe
about,
David Lynch-
Oh shit!
quinoa.
No, sorry, I got confused with David Byrne
Maybe
again.
David Lynch just made a music rhythm game.
Oh yeah, you know
That'd be
what?
sick.
Pitch of the year to video game companies, Activision, hit me up. Eraserhead, the game.
I don't think Activision would
shit.
be interested in that.
You just
Talking
take care of
about-
a baby and then you kill it.
talking about
Oh.
Erase and stuff.
Yeah.
The record label, Erase Tapes. I think they would do some great shit with video games.
What do
You know,
they
they got,
make
like,
for
Neil's-
people who don't know what they are?
Oh shit, yes. it's like neoclassical stuff, like pianos and like beautiful stuff, and some like electronic stuff as well.
Okay.
Like Nils Fram, the guy that's like behind Piano Day, like
Oh yeah.
he's just well into pianos, isn't he? So he made a day.
I mean, he
for
made
it.
a day after pianos. Like, how
But yeah,
could
like
they?
that with, and there's also someone on Erase Tapes called Rival Consoles, and he has like it's just perfect for fucking video games, like absolutely perfect, and all the piano shit as well. It kind of makes me think like maybe it'd be sort of like, you know, Journey or that one with the kid who pulls off a spider leg, Limbo. That's the one.
Mm.
You know, that'd be perfect. Also, that reminds me of Ghostly. Ghostly did the Ho Hokum thing. Did
Yeah,
anyone
they've done a
catch that?
few things. Ho Ho Comes real cool.
Yeah.
Um,
Like, I can remember when I picked that game up and it was fucking Tycho. Is it A Walk? Yeah, A Walk. Like the first track off the self-titled album. And I was like, oh shit, I love this track. And I'm just like moving a worm around, some circles and shit. I don't really know what the aim is, but I'm having fun. You know what I mean? And it's real relaxing. So that was tight. I would love to see Ghostly do some more shit like that.
Nice.
Psycho on
Nice.
GTA. Like one of his songs.
Tycho?
Yeah, imagine that.
Or Fly Low.
Oh yeah, Flylo was definitely on there.
I know Philo
He
was
had
on there.
a fucking radio station.
Yeah.
Rockstar really
was
like
sick.
getting musicians to like contribute original music because they got Health to do the original soundtrack to the original score. Sorry,
Max
to
Payne.
Max Payne 3. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Oh, they got Tyler to do a thing for GTA 5. They got
They're-
some other people to do like original tracks as well.
yeah, they got
Yeah,
Waves. I
soundtrack.
think.
Really
Yeah,
good.
Waves. They
And
had their own
Rocky.
station, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there was like Flying Lotus obviously contributed original
Mm.
tracks because he had his own station as well.
Yeah, that was the best one for me. I love that one.
Whenever I listen to certain musicians and everything, the first thought that tends to come to my head is, oh man, I'd really like them to make music for X type of game. Usually it's a horror game.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah.
Because
yeah.
so many horror games just have cack music. I think the music for
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like Silent Hill has amazing music. I think that
Mhm.
that's one of the
Granted.
ones that stood the test of time. Resident Evil, you go
Yeah.
back and listen to some of the music, it's not so great, but some of the more modern ones has some great, like more cool melodies and stuff like that. Like the safe room music in
Yeah,
all of the
yeah.
games is cool. I fucking love the
Yeah,
safe
yeah,
room
yeah.
music
I
in
really
7
like the
as
one
well.
in 4.
Oh,
Oh yeah, the one in 7's great as well. Yeah.
I just want a playlist of like all of those. And also like 90s era, Nintendo. Like I always think of that type of stuff and I'm like, damn, it would be cool as hell to like hear a musician make music like this.
I'd
So it's like the
Ryan-
opposite
Yeah,
of
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Ryan Hemsworth should make something for Nintendo.
Oh, Donkey Kong Country, like redo that.
Yeah.
He's obsessed with Donkey Kong Country. He
That's what I'm saying.
That would be
he
his dream.
interviewed the composer of those things.
He
for
did. Yeah,
something,
yeah, yeah. I remember. It was for like Fade. No, it wasn't Fader.
It might have been
was
Fact.
Fact. I think it was probably Fact or something
Fact
like
do a
that.
lot of game music stuff. They did like a list of like 100 best soundtracks of all scores and soundtracks of all time. I think Eco was number 1.
I still
was a-
haven't played that.
Eco
It
the
was a
Dolphin.
really good list though. Echo the Dolphin.
That was
Echo the Dolphin started Vaporwave. Did you know that?
I knew that personally. I was
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
right.
when it
That-
happened.
Josh, step your game up.
That's the video
Alright.
game.
Have you
music
ever played
combination
Echo the
awards.
Dolphin? I just want to talk about that very briefly because, hey, that game, I thought it was just about being a dolphin and swimming about. You know what? There's aliens in that game.
Is that?
Say-
I couldn't get past the first level. It was rock solid when I was like 10.
Yet I'm always reminded that there are aliens in that game, and I have no idea why. But hey, Echo, come back. We miss you, buddy.
Let's start Kickstarter for it.
Yeah, come on.
Kickstart.
Bring back
I mean, we got
Vaporwave, Echo.
Shenmue. That's Echo's
Hey,
next.
there's one for fucking ukulele, so I'd get
Yeah.
Echo the Dolphin. Fuck
Back Echo.
ukulele.
Oh, all right. I thought you liked
Yeah,
banjo.
ukulele is not a fucking dolphin.
Yeah,
Who
exactly.
cares?
I like banjo, not fucking ukuleles.
Well,
mate.
it's
a
the
shit
banjo
instrument.
team.
And also, it's such a bad name.
Doesn't matter.
Ukulele is just fucking YouTube stock music.
Okay.
You know, right? Okay, so we were talking about GTA, right?
Right.
I want to see GTA South Korea featuring Keith Ape, Cohort, G Dragon, CL, or shit like that. I think that'd be tight. Let's go to Korea for the next GTA.
Twice.
How about that? Buy my idea, Rockstar.
Where do you have?
I think Danny Brown
That'd be sick,
should...
though.
Oh, okay.
No, I was
Danny
saying
Brown, what?
the other day that in GTA it'd be cool somewhere else.
That's what I'm saying. Korea.
Yeah, well, no,
I
GTA is
I
all
wish-
about being American, I think.
I know, but it'd just be good for another culture.
DPRK.
GTA DPRK. I would pay. I would pay lots of money.
You can
for that.
steal cars, but don't steal cows.
I'd be down for that.
You'd be down for anything.
What is going on?
That's a very broad statement, and I don't know if I want to agree with it. But sure, why not? I'd be down for anything. All right. Okay, so the next topic of discussion is DLC. So recently, everyone got really fucking mad about Breath of the Wild having like £17.99 DLC attached to it.
Season pass, right?
Season pass, yeah, season pass.
Yeah.
Like everyone else is fucking doing, but for some reason people got mad about this. So we're gonna discuss like the nature of DLC and shit. What's everyone's opinion firstly on that $17.99 season pass DLC?
I mean, do we know what's in it?
Yes.
We will soon. Probably
I
when it
can
comes.
Then
do we?
Josh, you explain.
Okay, so there's like an expansion thing on the day of, which is just like a couple of extra chests across the
Oh,
world,
that's-
which is nothing really.
Hmm.
In the summer, they're adding hard mode and
Ooh.
a cave of trials, which is, I assume, like there's like a dungeon in a Wind Waker, which is like 100 floors. So I assume it'll be something like that. Where you just
Wait, so you have to pay for hard mode?
Well, from the
Yeah.
sounds of what he's saying, it's like it's a completely different thing because the hard mode in some games, changes it up considerably.
Yeah.
Like hard mode in Resident Evil 7 is very different because they change up the game.
yeah.
That madhouse. Yeah.
Madhouse, mad.
But like I say, people who have had hands-on with Breath of the Wild already have said that this is like the hardest Zelda since it was like an NES title. Because we all know games were harder back in the 90s. But
80s, mate.
yeah, so it's already hard. So like my impression is that hard mode is going to be like taking up another step, like maybe onto like Dark Souls
In the-
level of difficulty or something like that.
In the first
Um,
place, are people even playing Nintendo games for their difficulty?
Well, look, I guess it's a different demographic these days, though. I mean, with possibly they're just aiming to expand their whole demographic with the harder difficulty of
Yeah, obviously.
I
made
think it's
that.
the new Zelda. Also, it's
It's
kind of
probably-
fashionable for games to be difficult again. It's
yeah,
it's
I was gonna
acceptable
say, it's,
for games
yeah,
to be
it's like a
really difficult
phase.
again. Yeah,
Very in trend.
It's a
cool.
phase because of Dark Souls, and I mean,
yeah.
I hate comparing stuff to Dark Souls because I think it's stupid.
It's true.
But
But I also think
yeah,
it's such
it's
an
a fashionable
Fairly,
thing.
fairly good.
It's such an
announcement,
unfair thing though, because people just got this whole impression that Dark Souls is super difficult, and it's like, yeah, it's challenging and everything,
that's
but
not what it's about.
yeah,
though.
that's
Yeah.
definitely not what it's about. It's so unfair because everyone's just like, oh, it's difficult. That's why people like it. It's like, fuck
I've
off.
not even fucking played a Dark Souls game. and
Yeah,
I know
like
that.
people don't like certain games because they're easy. It's so stupid. I don't understand it.
I don't know anything about Dark Souls. That's all anyone ever tells me, though. It's hard, like
Really hard,
brutal,
yeah.
but like there's more
it's
to
But
a
yeah,
game than its
the
difficulty.
DLC, like,
Yeah,
what
and
I'm
then
saying is why are people getting mad? Like, we've had this for a very long time. This is a business model that people should be used to.
yeah, but Nintendo
Well,
fans aren't really
Are
because
Yeah,
people
Nintendo fans.
Yeah.
Are
no.
people upset because there's a season pass to begin with, or because of the content in the season pass?
I think there's probably an element of it being like on the day, like they're launching with a season pass, but like
Yeah. Yeah.
DLC
I mean-
coming out so soon after something is a bit worrying. I
It
imagine.
is,
for
but
some
also they've
people.
set a time frame for it. Like I said, summer is going to be like that Cave of Trials and hard mode stuff, and then in the like full time, it's going to be they're going to add an extra original story part and an original dungeon and some
Yeah,
other
and that's
challenges
like
and things
the,
like
the
that.
real content that people are waiting for. It almost sounds
Yeah.
like the early stuff is like additional, like, hey, you buy this and you get some
Yeah.
cool little like neat extras.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like that's what people don't understand of DLC. They feel like they're getting like, oh, part of my game was being taken away. It's just like, no, you don't have to buy the DLC. It's just extra stuff if you like. Oh, I like this
But
game. I want to play
it's-
more of it. Like,
I guess you think of it as part of your game being added.
yeah,
It's the kind of thing though when you
Well, it
don't, if you don't like the don't buy it.
yeah,
Has
exactly.
there really been any like DLC that really was like a missing part of the game? I don't think there
Well,
ever has been. I don't know why
yeah.
people
Capcom
think
have
that.
done it.
Battlefront, the new Star Wars Battlefront, like they basically released it with 2 maps,
Nah,
and then
what
No,
happened
they,
with
they released it
Battlefront?
with a couple of
No.
maps, and then it turned out, and then they were like, oh, by the way, here's loads and loads and loads more maps.
Well,
that you can
the
buy over the
reason that
course of a
happened is
couple of
because
years
they
after
just
that.
rushed out that game. They wanted to reach that time of
Yeah.
the year.
But
They
that's
should
the
have
thing.
kept it
It's
back.
a shitty business practice. Like in of itself.
Yeah, it kind of is. But
It is a
it's
shitty- and
wa-
you're
it's
kind of
way
shitting on your
more
fans.
acceptable. Like it is acceptable to do that now because like if you put a game out and it's like, and then people are like, oh, this is shit. It's like, well, you paid for it and now we can add stuff onto it. That's how it is. Like it
depends
just
how shit.
changed from.
Well, it's not an inherently bad thing to do.
Well, no, okay, yeah, I hate like going back to it so much, but I fucking play it all the time. But Final Fantasy 14, right, when that was released initially, was a piece of shit, right?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
reviewed horribly at the time.
It was like the worst fucking. It was not a game, but like they put in like the money to make it better and to make it something that people do want to pay for, and now it's like it's hugely successful and whatnot. But
Mm.
I think for like just normal kind of single player games, like it's never gonna be that horrific that like they're gonna need to like do some extra stuff with DLC. DLC is always gonna be if people enjoy it and loads of people have paid for the game, then they can make more stuff for it,
I
like
think
extra
it's-
stuff.
I think that there's an inherent distrust of it though, because there was things like not this generation of games, but last generation. There was stuff that was like, not even cut out of games. Like it was in the game files, and you just had to like a week after you would basically pay to unlock something that's already on the disc. They
Well,
did
that
that
was,
with
Mass
I
Effect 3,
think it
wasn't
was Tekken Cross Street Fighter or Street Fighter Cross Tekken or whatever.
Oh, mate.
They did it with that. It was a lot of these bad practices were coming from Japanese publishers more than
EA
Western
as well.
publishers at the time. Yeah, well, EA.
Fucking EA, man.
Well, no, what EA were doing is they weren't necessarily cutting content out of games. They were just releasing unfinished games and also then charging people to, basically get a full experience.
Well,
some of the time.
this is my issue. This is kind of my issue with that DLC season pass business practice, because if you look at a game like Battlefield 4 or any of the Battlefield games from like the past 5 years, thereabouts, they've literally done that. They've gone, okay, well here's a game with a few maps, and we're just going to keep sort of putting maps out. And by the end of it, if you've got all the maps, you've paid double the price of the game for a fucking
that's-
multiplayer for a
you know,
multiplayer
if-
first-person shooter.
If you're going to be playing it for a year, which is like by the time the DLC stops being a thing, because they usually have these roadmaps for how long they're going to be releasing this DLC. If it's going to just increase the life of that game's online community, is that necessarily a bad thing?
Not really. That's the thing. Like, people pay for like such stupid shit in DLC as well. Like, there's
Skins and shit.
Yeah, I mean, I bought a fucking Idol Master costume set for my fucking Tales of Styria game last night for $3.99. But
I think I've paid for some stupid shit before.
yeah, but like the one big thing I think is that fucking Galgun game.
Oh, what
Where
is it?
they-
Is there like a
Oh.
nudity thing or something?
There's like a thing
Yeah,
where you
yeah,
can
yeah.
see
Oh,
through
God.
like their tops, and it was a $90 DLC just for that. And
Does
people
that
bought
mean
it,
I
which
get-
makes me worried a little bit. But like, it just goes to show you, like, people will pay stupid amounts of money for DLC.
I guess that's knowing your audience quite well.
Yeah, I mean,
I have nothing against a season pass when it's priced fairly and they tell people exactly what they're going to get from it. I think, Fallout 4, I don't think that's a good game, but they did quite a good job with that. They basically said you're going to get, like, story expansion packs with, like, new, main content and new areas and stuff like that. They did a pretty good job with it, and they're also upfront about, oh, this became bigger than we thought, so we're going to raise the price of the season pass, but only after a certain date. That was quite nice of them. I know, I was like, yeah, maybe they had that planned from the beginning, but you know what? Who cares? I mean, they're giving people the illusion of getting a deal anyway.
Yeah.
Resident Evil, they've done Capcom have probably learned from their mistakes a little bit with Street Fighter. They've told everyone what's coming with the season pass. 2 of the content packs are already out though, and the game only came out in January, so people were a bit worried about that. That actually seemed like it was genuinely content that that might not have been cut from the game, but should have been with the game, which is a different thing, because how in Resident Evil 4 and everything you get those mercs and extra modes and everything. They kind of have that type of stuff in the DLC, which seems a bit, eh.
At the same time, that could have been worked on after, like.
Yeah, absolutely, but
it's such a long gap
but then
between
again,
a game.
they could have just delayed it by a month and just had a bunch more stuff.
Yeah, but games are fucking hard to make. Like, especially now.
That's
they're
the thing.
People get
expensive
more
as
annoyed
hell.
with delays as well, to be quite honest.
Yeah, they probably didn't want to delay it.
Such a long gap between it, like finishing a game and it shipping and stuff, like that time.
Yeah, it must have taken them forever to put everything together to begin with in that game. So, like, I don't necessarily blame them. They developed a new engine for that game, so
like when you not even working.
I think they've also got like a thing further in the future. They're like, oh, there's a story thing coming, but then also at the same time they've got free DLC coming for the game that's like a significant story thing.
Yeah.
So I don't really know what they're doing with that, but
that's the
it's
thing.
like I said, it's still better when you know what you're getting with it, because you're not fooling anyone. Like, you look at it and you're like, oh, that doesn't seem worth it, then don't buy it.
Yeah,
Pretty
you
much.
always have the option to not buy DLC. Like, it's not.
Like, if you walk into a store,
no skin off your back,
and you look at some carrots and you're like, oh, these carrots are more expensive than these carrots. Fuck these carrots. It's like, you don't have to buy those carrots, do you? Just offer these
season
premiums for people who want them.
Yeah, the last season pass I bought was for Final Fantasy 15.
All right,
and that's because they've got fucking
loads
episodes
of,
of each of the characters coming out, and it's just
like, multiplayer and stuff.
Yeah, multiplayer. Like, I think is that coming in a patch, or is that actually like DLC? I think it's a patch.
I thought it was they were doing the 3 episodes like with Gladio, Prompto, and Ignis, and then like the last one was called Comrades or something, which was like
a
multiplayer.
Okay.
Kind
well,
of thing,
clearly I haven't researched where my money's going, but that's what I'm saying. I was happy to throw my money at that game.
Well, you enjoyed that game so much that you're like, I want more of it.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, and the thing is, I completed it, and then I started playing through again on my second playthrough. But I haven't played in so long. I've been playing Resident Evil 7 and Final Fantasy 14 and some other stuff. But like, I'm more than happy to pay that £20 because I know what's coming. It's a good price in my opinion, and it's for shit that I'm gonna enjoy. And I think at that point it's like I want to give them my money. Like I want to, like, obviously Square Enix don't need my fucking support. Like, oh yeah, we really need this Nathan Butler guy to. Do you know what I mean? But I feel good giving them my money because I'm confident in their product. Like, but if I wasn't, I wouldn't give them the fucking, like, I wouldn't pay for the DLC. Do you know what I mean? It's completely optional.
And it's also, like, if people make good DLC. A lot of
Last of Us DLC.
Yeah, Last of Us DLC. Some people say that's better than the main game.
Yeah. That was an example of like good fucking DLC.
Yeah, sorry for interrupting you.
Sometimes I think you gotta like DLC. It's like a game almost, because they're working, like, a lot of the time they're working on it after they've done the actual game. They still gotta be paid like that time working on it.
And they've got to think about planning it long before they actually start working on it as well. So people be like, oh, you had this idea while you're working on the game. Why didn't you just put it in the game? And like, be reasonable. That's
That's
not
how it works.
Yeah, they can't just magic
You just
up this extra
do
content.
you want it delayed even more then?
Well, people get spoiled because certain things will get free DLC, but those games will have free DLC for a reason. Like Rainbow Six Siege has the free DLC for a reason because they don't want to split up the community of that game. Because it's an online-only game, so if they split up the community of that game is dead.
That can be a problem with that.
What?
Ooh.
Community.
What? Say it again.
Cleaning up your community sounds like quite a problem.
No, never mind. Connor's cancelled.
Like,
Connor cancelled.
Fucking microphone problems again.
But what was I gonna say? I've had a mind fart in the middle of the podcast. So
Clack. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome
Again,
back
Connor.
to the world of.
How long are you going to be
Dilk.
back for?
I mean, has anyone else like paid for DLC like recently?
No.
Yeah.
Never. Is that just like a money thing? You don't want to like spend your money on something that you've kind of already got.
Well, and when it's single player DLC, like I get quite excited about it because Resident Evil 5 had really good single player DLC. They had this something called like Lost in Nightmares or something, and you go to a mansion owned by the guy, something Spencer, the guy.
Wesker.
No, Spencer. What's his face? He owned the guy who
Oh,
owned the
the guy-
mansion in the
oh.
original game, and it's laid out like the mansion from the original game, and I just thought that was cool as hell because you're seeing the mansion rendered in up to date graphics rather than
That's
blocky
DLC like strictly like targeted at the fans.
Yeah, and it was a
Like-
really cool little story that actually added a lot to the the lore of that series and explained a lot of things that maybe people had issue with.
I guess it's nice that it's not like purely just nostalgia either. Like it's got some stuff to it. It's not just member berries. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's like
I
a kind of a
remember.
flashback thing. It takes place before the main game, and it was like,
Yeah.
hey, this is a story that people want, committed to an actual game rather than here's a fucking little note that you find that tells you it
Yeah.
or an audio log. And I think that's cool because that wouldn't have worked as a full game. That would have worked well as a 3-hour piece of content, which it did.
Yeah. I think I don't know where this distrust comes from though. To be fair, like with DLC, like I can't remember any any like DLC that kind of came out that I was like, oh my god, that's extortionate. Why
Extortionate,
yeah. Probably, but it's not stand out. It was not like a big. I think people are just being entitled as fuck.
That's what it comes down to, I think.
Yeah, essentially.
I don't know. I just think that people are shit.
Yeah. Well, yes. There has been season passes before. I'm guessing he's cut out on his own audio as well.
Oh dear.
But like stuff like I think hey.
No, yeah, that goes back to the point as like as long as you know what you're getting with the season pass, I don't think you can necessarily get angry at it.
Yeah.
Because there was a season pass for, I think there was a season pass for Dark Souls 2. Either way, it had DLC, and people said that the DLC for that was better than the main game because I hate that game. Not a good game.
Damn.
The worst game in the series. But sometimes DLC, it can be pretty great. Just which developers to give your money to encourage that.
Yeah.
See, I'll always give my money to developers that I trust, and also I've got to play the game first. I'm never gonna buy like season pass straight away. Like I think with Fallout 4 they gave the season pass straight away, and I bought that on fucking midnight release, and that was a joke. But like I'll give it to Square Enix, like I'm always gonna do that. Essentially, I think it's who you want to give your money to, and are you an entitled little fuck? If you are, then obviously you're gonna be a little shit when it comes to DLC. So fuck Nintendo fans. Wait, they've been paying for like Smash Bros DLC,
That's
right?
the thing, but I feel like because I don't know, it's different. Where Zelda's so like is like a story game, because like Smash, you're just playing for extra characters and stuff, aren't you? And I feel like they really nailed the DLC for Smash, because obviously no one was expecting any of the characters that were coming. They're like, oh my god, fucking Ryu from Street Fighter, like Cloud from Final Fantasy VII. Like, where are these people come from? The people got excited and they didn't really mind paying. I can't even remember how much they were. They were like $4.99, $5.99 for like the character and a map, I think, or stage.
It's not too bad.
No, not really at all. And it's like you say, if you're going to be playing that game a lot and you want to play that character, then you'll pay them money. Like, if you don't want to play that character, you don't have to. It's like,
essentially, don't be a little entitled shit, you filthy millennial. That's what it comes down to.
Pretty much.
All right. I think that's probably about it, because Connor's cutting out all the time. My laptop's died more than fucking once today, so
I'm
that'll
fucking
be
falling asleep here, like fucking hell.
Rich has
sick.
just been AFK.
Yeah, he's
like...
dying.
Yeah, I did actually go to sleep for about like 10 minutes during the recording of that, by the way. So
Sick.
there will be, there may
please
be.
leave a like
no, that was when
on my
Nathan's
editing.
laptop went off. So apologies if there is like a big gap there, Josh.
Yeah, sorry about that. All right, so that's podcast went fairly well. More
alright.
technical difficulties, but we're all good.
We've learned a lot. No, we
yeah.
haven't. We haven't learned anything. I don't think, to be honest.
Okay, so remember to
new
check out
computers,
the old podcast, the first one, 2-parter. That'll be on upthemonitors.net, and also on the YouTube channel. I don't know where the fuck that is, but
youtube.com/ don't know what the link will be, because it won't be the monitors.
whatever. Just do the thing. Leave a like, and subscribe. Maybe if I don't know, I'm not your dad. Just do what you want. But on the upthemonitors.net, we got some content going up. We've had one piece about dogs, which was
that was fucking dope,
some
man.
fake
I really
news
liked that
from
piece.
me. I thought it was sick. I really
thought it
enjoyed
was
my
really-
own piece, and I always do.
I was gonna do a piece about
know.
famous helicopters in films, but
Hey,
don't know, man.
coming soon.
Maybe
Upmonitors,
soon.
Watch
yeah,
out!
soon,
Watch
yeah.
out!
It's the 5 best helicopters in films.
We got some things in the works, so keep an eye out for those.
Next week,
Yeah,
I'm
maybe.
a reformed character. No, not maybe. It's coming out, man. It's gonna be dope.
okay. All right. Well,
there's
that
no
remains to be
maybe
seen.
there.
We'll see.
We'll see, bro. Alright, sound. So what? Sorry.
All right.
Maybe we should, but not now.
Can I fucking finish this podcast, please? Rich, Connor, Jesus fucking Christ. Follow us on Twitter, all right? Up the monitors. Subscribe to the channel. Do all of that shit. You can find me on Twitter at Peak for Them and everywhere else. Josh, you can find Josh, Papa Sir. Connor, fucking real Connorcast. Rich, I don't give a shit. Joe doesn't want to be found. Thank you. We'll do this podcast again next month, and people won't fucking interrupt me next time. How about that? All right,
can't guarantee
goodbye
anything.
from Up the Monitors.
No guarantees.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Fucking scrubs. I hate you all.